Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Valerie Melchor and my student number is 2300102. Bear with my voice, guys. I'm so sorry. So for today, I'm gonna discuss the role of Health and Disability Commissioner, the Code of Rights under Health and Disability Commissioner as well, and then legislation requirements around holding information, health information. So first one is Health and Disability Commissioner. So Health and Disability Commissioner was established by the Health and Disability Commissioner Act that was enacted in October 1994. So the role of this one is protect and promote the rights of health and disability consumers as set out in the Code of Health and Disability Services Consumer Rights and resolving complaint in a fair and speedy manner. So this commissioner focus more on people who are accessing health and disability services. And HTC has 4 objectives that are interdependent and working together to promote and protect consumer rights more effectively. This includes to protect the rights of health consumers and disability services consumers under the Health and Disability Consumer Act and Code. Second one is to improve quality with the health and disability sectors. Third one is to hold providers to account appropriately. And fourth one is to promote by education and publicity respect for and observance of the rights of health and disability services consumers. As I have mentioned, earlier, Health and Disability Commissioner role sets out from the Health and Disability Services Consumers' Rights, which is known as more as the Code. So what is the Code of Health and Disability Services Consumers' Right? It is a regulation under the Health and Disability Commissioner Act that became a law in July 1st, 1996, establishes the rights of people using health and disability services and obligations and duties of providers to comply with the code. It applies to all providers of health and disability services, and it consists of 10 rights. So the 10 Code of Rights are as follows. First one is the right to be treated with respect. So in here, consumers should be treated with respect, including their values, beliefs, cultures, and their personal privacy. Right to fair treatment. So fair treatment, there's no discrimination, and they are treated fairly without any pressure. Third one, dignity and independence. So right to dignity and independence. So in here, services offered to consumers should be uplifting the dignity of every consumers or their life of independency. Right for proper standards. So this one is more on the skills that providers give to their consumers, like as Nikki mentioned a while ago regarding the proper communication in counseling in a pharmacy. So that one is considered as a proper standard. Right 5, effective communication. Consumers have the right to be listened to, understood, and receive information on whatever they need. They need an interpreter, then if someone is in the pharmacy, can talk to them, like, because we have in New Zealand, we are a diversified country. Like, we're not all are speaking in English. Some speaks in English, Chinese or French and stuff like that. So as much as possible, companies now are taking into consideration to hire people who have who can speak in 1 to 2 or more languages. Right 6, fully informed. So consumers have the right to be informed in terms of their cases. So in our field, which is the pharmacy, so consumers have the right to be informed with in terms of medications, what are the side effects, what is it for, the time of taking and stuff like that. Right 7, make informed choice and give informed consent. In here, in pharmacy case, so if someone comes in for a cold and flu tablet, so we've got a lot of options. So we have to consider their options and we have to respect their options as well. Right 8, support. So consumers have the right to have someone with them to give support in most circumstances. Right 9, teaching and research, and right 10, complaints. It is okay for them to complain. So there are legislation requirements in holding informations. So if HDC or Health Disability Commissioner focuses on the rights of consumers, legislation requirements, which includes the Privacy Act 2020 and Health Information Privacy Code, focuses on the information gathered from a company or business organizations. So Privacy Act 2020 governs how organizations and businesses collect, use, store, and share information of New Zealanders. So it ensures that people know when their information is being collected, used, and shared appropriately, secured, and can get access to their information. It came into force in December 2020, replacing the Privacy Act 1993, and it has 13 principles. So these 13 principles, businesses and organizations must follow when collecting, using, and storing personal information. So the principles are designed to ensure that New Zealanders' information are protected and respected. So these are the 13 principles. So they should only collect personal information where it is needed. Get the information straight away to the source. Tell them what to do with the information, the manner of collection, or the way of getting the information. Storage and security. Consumers have the right to access the personal information, correct if there's something wrong with their information. Accuracy of personal information. Get rid of it when done using it, and then limits use of personal information, disclosure of personal information, and make sure that health information sent overseas is adequately protected, and only assigned unique identifiers were permitted to use. So aside from Privacy Act 2020, we also have Health Information Privacy Code 2022 that protects health information of people in New Zealand. So this one is one of the principal code under Privacy Act 2020. So this code sets specific rules how agencies in the health sector collect, hold, use, and disclose health information about unidentifiable individuals. So it applies the health information about identifiable individuals and applies to all agencies providing personal or public health or disability services. So this one, it includes rest homes, pharmacies, nurses, doctors, and stuff. And also with some agencies that do not provide health services to individual but are part of the health sector. So this one includes ACC, Ministry of Health, and some health research programs. So I've got two cases studied. So one is the breach on the Code of Rights. Actually, one is not correlated to pharmacy, but just an overview how HDC works. So a summary is, Miss A was a close to full term at home and alone. She had gone into labor and contacted her midwife and seek advice to her contractions. The midwife communicated with her through text, but she didn't personally went to the house of the patient within 17 hours later until she gave birth. So Miss A gave birth to a healthy boy but was experienced complications after the birth. Miss A complained about lack of care from her midwife, and upon investigation of ADC, they found that the midwife is guilty in breaching Right 4, which is proper standard, as she fails to provide services to Miss A and with the standard of care and support. HDC requires the midwife to provide a written apology to Miss A, was suspended and needed to reply for the midwifery council to practice in the future. So, with this case, it was HDC who is a mediator and actually deciding as well what to do with those complaints. Another one is a breach of personal information where Privacy Act 2020 and Health Information Code comes in. So privacy leaking out with the rubbish. So a member of the public noticed some rubbish is thrown along a street. The litter included prescription labels with the person's name and address. The nature of the prescription clearly indicated the condition of the patient who was being treated with the medication. So with this case, according to the article, the person who saw the prescription labels notified Privacy Commissioner, and it was the Privacy Commissioner who contacted the agency, and as per investigation, they found out that they should be putting labels in a double black bag, and they also found out that they have as well the, you know how they cut the shredder. They found out they have the shredder as well, but they didn't use it. So, this one is still under investigation because it's just a late case actually around June 2023. So, it was under investigation at the moment. And references, and that's it for today. Questions?
So I have a question. What are the process to be undertaken if there's a breach of information?
Processes to be undertaken if there's a breach of information. So first one, whoever is involved with the breach is the one to be calling or raising it to the Privacy Commissioner. So the Privacy Commissioner have their own website for all complaints regarding breach of informations, and they were the one who will go under who will do investigation and make a solution or resolution about it. Thank you so much.